and harmony. Only got one hand to do it, so it's gonna end up going like that. Peace, and harmony. Hope everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living and loving life in the heart frequency, going with our own personal flows. So, I was out here chilling, just vibing in nature, charging some crystals with the sun. And, I just thought how I would speak on how, a form of meditation is actually spending time with your crystals. Like, for instance, I was out here chilling with a piece of Lemurian quartz, the connection with the ancestors, dealing with this full moon energy, the realization of the full moons. How we kind of have this this balance, this back and forth. Because, the sun right now is in Libra and the moon is in Aries. So it's kind of like that balance, opposite ends, But yeah, I was just thinking how you can like hold your crystals, charge it with the solar energy, the sun energy, or charge it with the moon energy. And as you're kind of, studying it, seeing the reflections within the crystal, seeing the reflections within yourself, seeing the different, color spectrum or, color signatures, whether, different colors of the rainbow, whether it's red, yellow, orange, blue, green, pink, purple, whatever it be, it's just a form of meditation, and it's kind of showing, depending on which colors you see, if it's every single one, the whole rainbow, or a certain color specifically, it's a certain vibrational signature, it's a certain energy that you're giving off yourself. So it's reflecting into you, and it's reflecting into the crystal as well. And like, it can be done with various different crystals. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a quartz. But quartz is one of the best ones to do it with because, it's one of those crystals that's kind of universal. You can program it. They usually have rainbows in it. They usually reflect pretty well. They're usually pretty see-through, depending on which one you work with. Maybe smoky quartz not so much at times, but it's pretty transparent as well. But you can work with any type of quartz, whether it's citrine, amethyst, smoky quartz, clear quartz, Lemurian quartz, the list goes on and on. But, it can also work with, different type of crystals. Like, for example, let me get into this bag really quick. So I go work with something like, this Larmar piece right here. You can just be studying it, seeing the different color signatures within it. Like this piece here, Larmar is usually that aqua blue, it looks like the ocean, but it's kind of like that blue-green hue. It's kind of hard to tell on this camera, but it's a little bit more green in this area, where it's a little bit more like light blue right here, white. And on the side, it looks like it has a little bit of clusters of like hematite or something that forms with that. Not to misleading with the information, but something like that. But yeah, just kind of like how you vibe with your crystals sometimes. If you like working with crystals, that is, how you just kind of charge them, kind of study them, you kind of just look them over, give them some appreciation, some love. And, how you just see those reflections within yourself, within the crystal, within your reality. Yeah, and I've noticed this too, like, this is kind of like a technique that I use, especially when I'm out in public. I have a crystal with me in my pocket or something, maybe I'll take it out now and then, depending on, the situation. Charge it with the solar energy and just kind of like study it, and then, just be very, just be consciously aware of what I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. And I've noticed that every time I do this, the situation always reflects. And you catch a lot of good vibes by doing this as well. But yeah, it's just a form of meditation, It can also be used for protection too, if you're feeling uncomfortable in a certain environment, in a certain group of people, a certain place, or just something's, maybe it's not the best circumstance, which you should get yourself out of there in the first place. But if you're having to be there for a certain purpose or something, definitely take that's on my mouth. Take a minute, just study your crystal, just let yourself charge in the sunlight, let your crystal get some of the sunlight, study it over, and just focus in on the crystal, focus in on yourself. Focus, and by self I mean like your inner self, your inner essence, not necessarily your bodysuit. I mean, you can do that if you choose to. I mean, to each his own, but just focus in on that, the inner essence, and you kind of just get into a meditative state naturally. Where your true natural essence lies, where it lives. Which the more you do this too, the more you meditate, various different ways, whether it be, taking a moment of stillness, if you like to do the traditional lotus posture thing, if you like to lay down, if you like to pretzel lay down, or, if you like to take walking meditations out in nature, if you like to bike ride, there's various different ways you can do this. I spoke in the past too about how, if you listen to a certain type of music or a certain artist or something that you really resonate with, you really feel the music, that's a type of meditation too. But at times with that, you want to be very aware, about the lyrics, the message, but while we do and while we can feel things universally, all different emotions, you don't want to necessarily agree to all the terms and conditions of the lyrics, because at times it can throw you out of balance. You can manifest something that you really don't want to. So you just got to be conscious and aware of these things. And, like I said, we all have the power to choose. But yeah, just working with your crystals is a form of meditation. So, definitely, if it helps, if it resonates with you, definitely keep maybe a couple raw pieces or tumble pieces, in your pocket. Whether it's in a pocket shirt like this, I don't know if you guys can see, or jacket pocket, pants pocket. I don't know, some of these clothes, they got a million pockets, so hey, if you like that, do your thing. No judgment over here. But yeah, I mean, it's each his own. Or even carrying a medicine pouch, or even working with some crystal jewelry. This is carrying crystals like this, but this is more I'm talking more like a raw piece, because it's a little bit different when you have something that's beaded or crystal jewelry compared to a raw piece or a tumble piece. Usually the raw pieces are the most powerful. That's why they're very beneficial to work into wire wraps, where you wrap the crystal instead of pierce a hole through it. It's a lot more powerful when it's the raw piece. But not to discredit the beaded crystal or the ones with the holes in it. They still have very sweet, nice vibrations as well. But the raw piece is where it's at. That's my personal little opinion on that. But yeah, I mean, that's basically it. Just a quick video, real quick quick video, real quick. You know how it go. But yeah, I hope everybody doing their thing. Shit, I know everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living and loving life on the heart frequency. So I came in on the right side, and we gotta exit on the left. Peace. Oh, and by all means too, just make sure to stay balanced, But I'm pretty sure most people know that by now. But yeah, everything is kind of, at times it can either be a balance or a tug of war match or something like that. But it's all up to you what you choose to manifest, what you choose to pay attention to, what you choose to focus on. I think is the best word. But yeah, peace and harmony. Hope everybody doing their thing, staying in tune, living the love and life from the heart frequency. Peace.